Okay, so good day to you and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to start the project immediately. So how do you get started? If you want to get started writing it, you remember we already have the format that we want to follow in writing this particular project. So just follow me through accordingly as I do it one by one, and then there are some things we are going to be getting later. There are some things that we are going to be getting now, and everything I'll show you one after the other. The way I'm going to be starting my projects may be different from the way Mr. B may be starting his project, and also may be different from the way Mr. C is also starting his or her project. But the truth about it is that we are all going to be arriving at the same ending, but we may have different method of writing it. So let's get started in writing. We are going to let's open our documents of our client. In the document where we are going to be writing our client's job. So this is the document here. So click on cancel. So the title, let me just put the name of my client there. Let me just put so this is my client's name. So now we have already done that. So you remember what we are going to be doing when we are following the template. You remember what we have to do first. Let me change the paper to A4. So you can leave it depending on what you want. So you remember this is the first page now. So our page must have numbers. We are still going to be showing you, I'm going to be showing you how to add numbers to it first. But we have a template that we are following. So as you can see from our template here that we have, so now this is the template we are following, which says that in our front page, we need to have what? We need to have the title page. We need to have the title page. So my client already gave me the template that they said he should use. I'm going to just be copying this template and putting it in his own page one. So this is his own template now. Did you see the way it looks like? So you can copy here. If you have it, if you don't have it, what you just want to put there is to put the name, the title, the name of your client, the matric number that I said they are going to be giving you. Once they give you, put their name, put their matric number, and then put the what? The project presented. A project presented to the National Open University. If it is your own school university or the person will give you the name of his university, you are going to put the name of the university, where the university and what the person is trying to get in this degree. If it is BSc, if it is anyone, HND, ND or anything you are going to be writing them for. So just put in the thing that the person is trying to get. So that is that about that. Then I've copied this one. Then let me just go back to my home page and then I paste it here. So once I paste it, there are some things that you need to take notes there. There are some things that you need to take note. This is on Arial. Look at the font. Whenever you are writing a project for somebody, the font shouldn't be Arial. The font should be in Times New Roman, and it must be font size must be 12, and then the font here must be Times New Roman. So now you can see this one now. This is on Arial. We need to change it to what? We need to change it to Times New Roman. Then you need to bold it, and then after that time, let me copy all again. Bold this one. Then there are too much spaces here, so let me reduce it to fit in a page. Let me reduce this one too. So let me move on a little bit space here, and then let me just remove a space here as well. So let's check whether it is up to a page. So it is now on a page. Let me move this one down a little. So this second page, let me just remove it to be on a page. So you can see the first page now. The first page is already set like that. So they said, you can see impact of competition on the financial performance of deposit money bank in Nigeria. So that is the title. So if you also have your own title, just copy your title from your end, paste it here, and then you move down a little, put the name of the person, put the matric number, and put this one and then the year in which you are writing the project. So we can just put another month here. Let me just put maybe September 2025. So the year of the submission, the person will tell you later. You can always put the year and the month of the submission. Let me just put October. I think the client said it's going to be submitted in October 2025. So we are done with the first page according to our format. So now that we are done with the first page, the next page, we are going to be moving down to it. So the next page, according to the format being sent to me, we are just going to start writing the project immediately, which is we should just move down to chapter 1. But you remember, we have the template we are following. All these things must appear in your project, which is what? You have to put your declaration, you need to put the certification, dedication, acknowledgement, abstract. All these pages, you need to open them because we are going to be using them later on. So how do we do that? I'm going to be doing that immediately so that when I want to start imputing the contents, it can be easier for me. So the first page we are going to be opening is the declaration page. So I've copied this declaration now. Let me copy this. I've already copied it with my Control C. Then let me go back to the project here. So this is the first page here. I post it here. So once I post it, you can see the way it looks like. You can easily, it's on New Times Roman. So we are already done now with this page. So now the next thing you want to do, this is not in the middle. So let me align it to the center. As you can see, let me just change it to capital letter. Let me remove this one from here. Declaration. So I'm feeling this thing is not set enough. Let me check the page view here. Let me check the page setup. So move it back to the center. Now it's now in the center now. So we are already done with the page 2. This page 2 is already set up. So when I come back here, I'm going to be putting the declaration there as we proceed with it. So now the next page we want to create, before you jump down to the next page, you just click on insert, you go to page break, then we click on page break. So it will take us to another fresh new page. So what are we following? Which page are we creating now? The next page we are creating is certification page. This certification page, I'm going to be showing you what we are going to be writing there later. Just let's take it one step at a time so that we can also get the same results. So this page now, we put in certification. So I'm going to change it to capital letter. For me to change it to capital letter, you just highlight everything. Once you highlight it, you go to format. When you get to the format, you click on text, then you click on capitalization, then uppercase. So everything is going to change to capital like that. So after we are done doing the certification, what we are going to be putting in the content, I'm going to be showing you as we proceed with it. So we are done with the third page. Then let's click on page break and go to another page. So once you get to another page, let's check the format. The next thing we are going to be opening is the declaration, dedication. So this dedication, let me go back to the document here. So once I get to the document, you paste it here. You remember we have to change it to capital letter. Let me move this one back to the center. Then you change it to capital letter. Click on format, click on text, then capitalization, then this is it. So we have already done this to capital letter. This one as well. Let me check this one. Okay. So this is on 10.5. You have to make sure that it is on 12. It is on 12. Please, it is very, very important to take note of it. So let me check this one. This one is already on 12. So the next thing you want to do is to go back to another page now, which is the page break. You click on page break. So after clicking on page break, what you want to do now is to do the next one. Which one is the next one? The next one is, where is my document here? Acknowledgement. The next one is acknowledgements. Then we click here, come to the center here. Then you paste the acknowledgements there. Remove this one away from it. Then you go to your format, text, bold, uppercase. So we are done with our acknowledgement. So as you can see, we are progressing. Then the next one you want to go to, let's click on the page break again. So So when you get to the page break, then you click on the abstract. That is another heading that we need to have on our project, abstract. So you paste the abstract here, we change it to capital letter. This one is on, change this one to 12. Then you change it to capital letter. It's very, very important. So that is that. Then what page are we waiting for to write? So let me check. The next page now is, okay, that is the last page that we are going to be covering in the play. All this table of contents, list of tables, list of figures. Okay, I need to include them down. Let me include them down. All those ones can merge on one page, but let me just put in the table of content and then edit there. Let's put it to chapter 1. So the table of contents page, let me create that one for the last part of this. Let me create it. Let me go back to the document. Then we go to the page break. Don't use enter. If you are using a system, please don't use enter like this to go scroll down. Always make use of the page break. It is very important and it has a meaning and a reason why we usually use page break. As we proceed with the project, I'm going to be telling you the importance of this page break that we are using. So then we click on this. Let me move this one back to the center. Then you copy everything. You have to change it to capital letter. So that is that about that. So we are done with it. Let's move down to the next page, which is the chapter 1, where we are going to be writing all other pages later, the list of figures, list of this and that. We are going to be mentioning it once we are done doing the table of contents. So that is that about that. So we want to start our project with chapter 1. So how do we now get started getting our content for this chapter 1? We need to put in what? Introduction. So now the work begins. If you don't want to miss out on the next video, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. When you give it a thumbs up, it makes YouTube know that you are actually learning something valuable. Please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. In my next video, I'm going to continue from where I stop. I am African Prince Alex and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.